Hi again. For those people who don't know me, my name is Gabriel Fairweather. I am the age of 45, and I've been sharing some dreams I've been having in the past. However, I want to share something with everybody here. I know there's critics out there, people who don't want to believe in certain things and what other people say. But I'm really doing this for my kids, my friends, and family that really know me and the type of person that I am. I've had a good experience when I was a child. And even proclaiming to that, it's a shame that today's society, we look down on our children, and things that they experience as kids and try to share it to their parents or some friends, we immediately turn them down because we feel that, what they say they're imaginating, or it can't be true, they're lying, things like that. And these things need to stop because for me, I believe children are the future. And the fact is that if we keep on shutting down our children, how in the world are adults these days are going to learn from the past and the things that we can't learn from children? For God did say that children are the greatest in the kingdom of God, and that is written. So to me, I take that to heart. I love my kids dearly. Now, things that they do say, I try my best to theorize, the things that they do say, and I go back to the schools if they have problems at schools and find out and see what's going on there, But yeah, some kids are do imagining a whole lot. However, to make a short story short, I was around 10 years old, I believe. I came here to California from Rhode Island when I was a kid. I lived with my mom. At that time, we lived in Sacramento. We used to live in Holiday Terrace. Over on, I believe it's Franklin Boulevard, if I'm not mistaken. However, around in the mid or late 70s, me and about 6 other kids experienced a UFO phenomenon. This light in the sky came from on top of the sky. It came down and leveled itself, and it was so fast we couldn't believe it, and we're all like turning to each other saying, "You see that? You see that?" We were like, wow, we were like in awe of this thing. And so some of us, kind of ran and hid, but yet we still saw what we saw, and from what I saw in my experience, to the best of my knowledge, this is my very first time speaking to a lot of people out there, is that when this light came down from the sky and basically it was like on the horizon, you could see that it was one specific light, and it was blinking all different types of colors. And then what happens that one single light split off into 5 different lights, and that's where it became strange to us, and that's what really scared the kids, that did see this thing. Me and my best friend, Ali, I'm not going to give you the last name of him, we used to call him Opie. He experienced the same thing as well. And what happened is that from that time, that light itself, when it split into 5, the main light that was leading kind of like shot off to the right side of the sky so fast we couldn't believe it. And after that, the rest of the lights itself did the exact same thing that first light did and traveled over from the left to the right. And from there was no sound that we could hear, but we knew something was going on, and we knew for a fact that it wasn't something normal that we are used to seeing, like an airplane or a jet or a helicopter, anything like that. But we knew that this thing could not be part of this world that we lived in. So once it traveled from the left to the right, it kind of like circled a little bit on the right hand side and then shot straight up into the sky. And then from at that time, we try to were puzzled. We tried to get our parents, but from there, what I can remember, our parents never came out to see this event. And so, from that time forth, as a grown man, I've been having a lot of dreams about UFOs and stuff landing here on Earth. Like, for one dream I do remember, was kind of clear, was this creature was here present on the Earth, and this creature looked really, really strange. But when from a far part of looking at the creature, you knew that it looked different. But it wasn't to the point where you were scared. But as you creeped up and looked towards this creature, you knew that it wasn't something of this earth. So what happened in my dream, basically, when I saw this presence, it kind of like ran towards me and attacked me, and it kind of like bit me. And from that time forth, I had a feeling of connection towards this creature, that I knew how this creature thought. I knew how the next move this creature was going to do. I knew the plan that this creature had. And another individual came in my dream, and as this creature had bitten me, the individual came towards me on my right hand side and touched me and basically healed me of the bit, of the bite that this creature had given me. So meanwhile, in this dream, we were going towards our right side, because we saw a lot of emotions and commotion going on around the area, where people were like scattering, they're fighting. There was like, you could see ammo, shots being done, and you could see like big blasts in the background, of some serious things. And so, I told the individuals there that, hey, I knew what this creature was thinking about. I knew its destiny. And part of this kind of like sounds like the movie of with Will Smith. I forgot the name of it, but this was way before this movie even, came to existence, that I had these thoughts and I had these dreams. So from there, we all got together and empowered a group to go out and search for these creatures that I saw, and try to end it. But the funny thing about it is that the individual who came to my aid, who healed me, basically said, this is not part of your destiny. This is not part of your partake in this situation, because you have a different part of what you need to face, and that you guys are going to lose this battle if you think you can fight this battle on your own. And then once I heard those words, the dream ended. The second dream I had after that was probably, I say, maybe a few months ago, that I had. And what happened then basically is that the earth itself was at war, and it was to the point where the world was going to be destroyed. And we as a people, everybody in the whole world got together as one people, meaning that we were trying to protect each other, because we didn't want to die in the world alone. And we basically just met as one people. And what happened is that to the point where we all looked up into the sky, we see like all these different like spacecrafts that were coming towards the earth, and they want to take over the earth, because they knew that the earth had something special that they needed. And so you could see the Army, Marines, the Navy, every military force that the world had. We were trying our best to defeat, these creatures that came from outer space. And so what happened is that another aircraft came into the picture, and this aircraft was so huge that it could hold like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people within inside of it. So you've seen like a group of these huge spacecrafts come towards the Earth, to try to get as many people as they can before the Earth got destroyed. And so I remember I was one of the individuals inside the spacecraft that left the Earth, and it was getting ready to go out to the space. And as I looked towards the Earth, I saw the Earth blow up. At that time I got scared because I felt like, I couldn't find my family with me. I couldn't find no friends I knew. I couldn't find anybody who I can recognize as someone who knew me. And so I got scared about it. But then I heard them say everything is fine. The people that you do know are here, and things like that. And that's when the dream ended.